this is probably a 2 week session, and I think it's super, super, super important. And I think this is something that most salespeople, whether you're doing loans or selling real estate, is easy, easy, easy to miss. Yet, if you can pick it up and work on this and make it part of your business plan, it's something that, what a lot of salespeople realize is in sales, they have great months, and then the next month is a low month. It's a lot of peaks and valleys. If you can pick this up, it really honestly removes a lot of the peaks and valleys and makes your production and your pipeline super consistent, and usually it's a gradual increase over time. So that is one thing that I feel blessed to have learned a while back. We've implemented it in our business, and I want to share with you some things I know some realtors are doing to really simplify their business plan with targeting referrals. So, we're talking today about building a business that's completely driven by referrals. And when I say referrals, not referrals from Zillow, not referrals from grocery cart ads that are there, referrals from another human being referring you as a human being, someone warm and ready to go. Okay, and when you do that, your conversion rate is going to skyrocket. If you track and follow your conversion, you're going to really see your conversion rate go up. So, one of the things I know is true is when the market slows, most agents will chase colder leads and get busier. And if you remember our talk last week, busy is not the same as productive. It's not the same thing. So we want to make sure that we're using our time each week being really, really super productive. So the agents who stay steady are the ones who lean into building and deepening relationships with other people. All right. So cold leads dry up fast. Ads tend to get more expensive over time. If you've ever done advertising, it's kind of like rent, it doesn't stay the same forever. Ads go up, but referrals will convert faster, they're smoother, and have less resistance. It doesn't mean you're going to land all of them. We lost one last week that is just, he went shopping, and whether what he was quoted was accurate or true, I don't know. It doesn't mean you're going to land them 100% of the time, but for the most part, your conversion rate's going to be super high compared to when they come in any other way. All right. So, a referral, I want you to write this down. If you got something to write on, I've got some good little quotes for you today. A referral driven business isn't luck, it's a system. You just have to work the system and stay with it week in and week out and be consistent with it. A referral driven business isn't luck, it's a system. So, what there's a couple of myths I think that a lot of times salespeople think when they think of having conversations and deepening relationships. Number one myth, I don't want to bother people. Have you ever felt like that when you're about to make some phone calls? I don't want to bother people. Or another myth, I don't want to sound salesy. Okay? I don't like that either. Here's one that I fall into all the time, and I think honestly a lot of salespeople do. Here's a myth. If I do good work, referrals will just happen. Like, I buy into that myth frequently. Like I feel like we do an amazing job for our clients, but I can't expect referrals to just happen because we do that. Here's the reality, and this is a hard reality. Something you might want to write this down too. People don't refer you because they like you. People don't refer you because they like you. They refer you because you're top of mind when real estate comes up. That's the truth. People don't refer you because they like you. They refer you because you're top of mind when real estate needs come up. And here's another key truth: silence doesn't feel professional to the person who forgot you. So we have to stay top of mind. All right. So where do referrals actually come from? I'm going to give you three different categories, But number one, if you've been, some of you are newer, some of you have been selling real estate for a long time. All right, so this first one is very, very, very true, and it's the best part of business to pull new business from. But if you're a newer agent, you may not have this yet. That's number one, your past clients. If you did do a good job, we can't expect them to just automatically refer you. But if you did do a good job when you worked with them before, they already do trust you. But trust can fade without contact. Like Trish and I have been married for 37 years now. But if we don't talk to each other every day or pretty frequently, can trust fade between even a married couple? Yeah. So why would we expect our relationship with our clients that we closed 2 years ago that we haven't talked to since they closed to be any different? Like we shouldn't expect great results from people that we abandon and go silent on or go silent on. So, but number one, we need to target past clients. Number two, your personal sphere of people that God has put in your life. So who is that? It's going to be friends that you already have in your life. It could be your family. It can be neighbors around you. It can be church. Like I never have gone to church for the purpose of getting business. However, if you go to church, people that I go to church with, I may tend to trust more to work on my car than someone I don't know from Adam, right? Same thing. If people that you go to church with know that you sell real estate, like you don't need to get up during prayer request time or testimony time and say, hey, I have a testimony. I'm a realtor and I am running a special right now between now and the end of that might not be the right thing to do at church. However, let people know what you do, right? So, um, but church is a great place. Here's something else, kids sports events. A lot of you may have kids that play sports. Trish and I, we've had 5 kids. We have kids in between soccer, baseball, softball, rodeo, football, you name it. They've been in something. Like we're sitting there next to people watching our kids practice for an hour and a half. Why don't I talk to the person next to me and see what they might do for a living? The odds of them asking me what I do are super high if I ask them. Like just having conversation and relationship with people. So kids sports, people that you might go to the gym with, just having conversation and talking. So you've got so far 2 places business can come from: past clients, your personal sphere. The other is professional relationships. So that could be other real estate agents. Yes, there are realtors that might refer you business from different markets. So that's a possibility. Lenders, we don't get the opportunity real often to refer business, but we do occasionally have that opportunity. Title insurance, estate attorneys, divorce attorneys. If any of you have ever gone through a divorce before and you like the attorney that represented you, I would try to partner with that person and because that's golden business for people that are going through a divorce. They have to do something with the house if they own the home, right? So these are some golden geese that can keep referring you over and over and over. Here's another one. We were talking about this as a team a few days ago. It's like, who are golden geese that could refer real estate agents over and over? We already mentioned estate attorneys. Financial planners are a great one. Here's one not a lot of people don't think about, and it sounds morbid. However, what about funeral directors? People die, and if they own a home, something has to happen with the estate, right? I mean, these are sometimes we just need to think outside of the box a little bit about who we can build relationships with. But the more of these you get, like I will tell you, when a financial advisor refers me business, there is 0% chance that client is shopping any other lender. It is a strong referral. So if you're not working with a financial advisor, I would find one to work with just for the purpose of trying to get business from them. Like seriously. Everyone needs a financial advisor in your life that you have a relationship with that can refer you business. So these are some examples of golden geese people. Here's another thing that might be worth writing down. Not everyone in your life should be treated the same. Referral businesses are built by focusing on the right people consistently. And I think this is super important. If you don't like a person, probably not good to try to focus on them and building a referral based relationship with. So, number one thing for me is I need to like you. Secondly, I like to know that our values somewhat align with each other if I'm going to refer you business, or if I want referrals from you, I want to know we're in alignment with that. So there are some things that you need to look for, but not everyone should be treated the same. Businesses are built by focusing on the right people, and doing it consistently is the other key word. So, referral activity versus referral outcomes. Here's why most agents stay busy but don't get referrals. What does not work? Let me give you three things that don't work. Random, just checking in messages. I'm just checking in, or it comes through a text or comes through an email. Just checking in does not work. Inconsistent contact does not work. What else doesn't work is let me know if you know anyone buying or selling. That's a famous line that we all use from time to time. Let me know if you know anyone buying or selling. Here's what does work. Number one, intentional touches. And I don't mean like physically touching somebody, I mean like touches through constant communication. Okay. Intentional touches. Second thing that works, value before asking. That's super, super, super important. Like before I ever ask someone if they can help me with a referral, I really want to make sure I've given them and offered them value in their life. I want to make sure I've earned the right to ask them. What else works? Clear positioning as the real estate resource. They need to see you as a real estate resource. So, um, referrals are the byproduct of being relevant. You have to be relevant. So I'm going to give you just a quick example because I did use this tactic last week, and some of you on this Zoom right now may remember me using this tactic. But we do have a referral lead goal each month on my team. Wednesday afternoon last week at about 4:30, I sent out a text to some of my top referral partners and said, "We're five short. Can you help a guy out?" Within about 45 minutes, we had met our goal. But these people that I asked, I do try to be very intentional, and I do try to add a lot of value so that when I do ask, I don't want them to feel like it's always a one-way street. I'm always giving to Jonathan. I'm not ever getting anything back from him. So you want to be relevant, to make sure that you've got that relationship that they can want to refer you business, right? All right. So I'm going to give you some really quick tips from this point on, some quick little tactics that you can do starting today to get referrals from your sphere of influence. So here's a weekly referral rhythm I'd love for you all to get into. I will tell you, this looks simple. It looks simple on purpose. Most agents don't need more ideas. You need consistency with fewer ideas, I believe. All right, so we're getting really, 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 really simple. Two personal check in texts a week. Let's start there. We're not talking about doing 100 a week. Two personal check in texts a week. These are relationship based, not salesy. So I'm going to give you some examples of these. Here's one example. How's the new job going now that you've had it for a few weeks? Has nothing to do about real estate. Or did your daughter end up liking the new school? Or how's the house feeling now that you've been in it for a bit? Here's a tactic that I do. Helen on my team at the end of each month sends me a list of who we closed on the month prior. So, like Monday of this week, she sent me a list of our clients that we closed in January. So, I do have a specific past client theme day, and for me, that's Thursdays. So, tomorrow, being the first Thursday of the month, I will go through and call all of our closings we had last month and just check in with them. How's the new home? Do you have any questions about making your first payment? Is there anything I can help you with at all? A lot of times, these calls are opportunities to see if something's going wrong. Number one, for me to know about it. Secondly, they're a great opportunity if something has gone wrong. Maybe I could refer it to one of my other referral partners. For example, I called somebody probably 3 months ago, and young couple. And what's the worst thing that can happen with a young couple buying a home in the dead of winter? Heat pump went out. Awful. But that's a great referral for me to give to somebody that does HVAC work, right? I mean, we can be looking for opportunities to help other people, but that is a great example. The other thing we can do when we're checking in with clients from last month is, did they leave us a Google review? And if they haven't, maybe a gentle reminder for them to do that again, you know? So that's a great way to check in with people that we just did close. But I want to challenge you, just do two personal check ins each week, either by text or telephone. When I do these monthly or end of month calls, it's always on the phone. I'd like to have a conversation with them if I can. All right. So this requires remembering people, and that's all that we're doing. It's a simple, simple thing, but it works really, really well. All right. So that's number one, two texts a week or two calls a week. Number two, do one value based message a week. So I'll give you an example of what this looks like. And this is great for people that may be leads you want to follow up with. But here's a great one. Homes in your neighborhood are selling faster than last month. Want a quick snapshot? Or buyers are negotiating again. Happy to explain what that means if you're curious. Or this is a good one and very relevant for right now. I notice rates have shifted. If it impacts your plans at all, let's talk. That's a great conversation to have with people that maybe were on your radar 3 to 6 months ago that have kind of gone off your radar. To just have a quick rate conversation with, because maybe that's what will move the needle right now. Okay. So back up 1 second. Two, we're doing two check-in texts or phone calls, one value-based message, and here's another, one gratitude or relationship touch each week. This is about appreciation, not business. So an example of this, just wanted to say thanks again for trusting me. I really appreciate it. Or I love these, either a short voice memo or a short video coming to me on my phone with a little message. I love those in the middle of the day. Like my one of my kids sent me one 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was just random, but just, Dad, I just want to say I love you and hope you have a great day. Like, thank you. I really needed that. Like sometimes just having that little video or memo, hearing the other person's voice, it's very memorable. So that's so easy to do. All right. Or you could do a handwritten note. Like people that send me handwritten notes, my team will tell you I can't throw them out. There's something in my brain that says if someone wrote something nice on a piece of paper about me or an experience they had with me, I can't toss it. So I keep them. They all get kept. So handwritten note is great. Another example is maybe tagging them in a social media post or congratulating them on something that they did that maybe in a personal or professional level. Okay, but those are some great ways to show that you show gratitude with people, and it doesn't cost a dime to do. So review one more time. two check-in text or calls, one value-based message, one gratitude touch, and then lastly, one soft referral reminder each week. All right, what does that look like? This can be, and it's not a pressure kind of thing, but an example would be if you hear of anyone thinking about or moving this year, I'd love to help them. Or I've got more flexibility right now and can take great care of anyone you send my way. Or most of my business comes from referrals. I really appreciate the trust that you gave me. One I love to do with people sometimes in that end of month telephone call when I'm thanking them for using me last month and checking in with them is a great line I like is you were such an amazing client and I so appreciate you and so grateful for you. But one thing is missing going forward, and that is you're no longer in my life for a little bit. Who can you replace that's just like you? Like, please keep an ear out, eye open for a friend or family member that's just like you because I love working with people like you. Just let them know. So one of those a week. So literally, we talked about two check-in text calls, one value-based message, one gratitude touch, one soft referral. That's five a week. Is that a lot to ask to do? Like it's so simple, yet sometimes we confuse just the most simplest things of things that can feed us business. And like none of these things that I just mentioned to you cost anything. Nothing. So quick story. I've got one of my referral partners, one of his goals this year was to call three of his past clients a day and just say that he's grateful for them. So he does this every day of the week, every single day. So I asked him yesterday, I was talking to him, like, how's that going? He said, it's one of the most amazing things I've done ever. He said, number one, it puts me in a great mindset. It keeps me top of mind with my clients. And he said, I've been getting referral business from it. I can imagine that, like literally three phone calls a day. Now, we're talking about even simpler, just five things a week. Like, if you can commit to that, I promise you, you will start seeing some results. So, who should you focus on? I want to make this really tangible right now. So, I want you to take pen and paper and write some folks' name. We're going to actually write people's names down right now. I want you to think of five people you know that already trust you. Next, I want you to write five names of people that you talk to on a regular basis.
Can they be the same ones?
No, but good question. But no. So, five people that trust you, five that you talk to regularly. And then I want you to think of five others who could easily refer you. And here's the cool thing your referral business that you want and need to hit your goals, it is already in your phone. It's already here. It's just unorganized. So next week, this is part two. Next week, we're going to talk about how can we organize two different groups. We're going to come up with two groups of people. These two groups, the first group will probably give you about 70 to 80% of your income that you need. The second group is going to give you the rest. But these two groups that we're going to come up with, and we'll talk about next week, will change your business, I promise you. All right. So here's this week's referral challenge. Just a recap. Reach out to five people. That's number one. Use a value message, use soft referral reminder, and then track your conversations, not just the text. Okay. Referral businesses, this is something else to write down, by the way. Referral businesses are calm businesses. They don't panic, they just compound over time. Like, I will tell you from doing this for 30 years, now almost 30, it'll be 30 next month, which is crazy. But it used to be I could look ahead and like, okay, I have no business Like on my, I don't see any closings in the next, maybe next month. Like right now, I can look at March. March doesn't look like a great month, but I promise you, probably within 3 weeks from now, March will look like a really decent month. I'm not panicked. I'm very calm. Why? Because we've built a referral based driven business. That's the difference. I don't ever really get panicky about my business. My team may say, yes, you do. But I don't think I ever get really, really panicky about my business. It's pretty consistent. But I mean, I remember saying 3 weeks ago that February is not looking good. If y'all remember me saying that, what do we have right now? We have 12 closings in February. It's pretty good, right? Just because we don't panic, because we have built over time and we've been very consistent building a referral based driven business. So, next week, I'm going to show you how to organize your people using two different groups. I don't want to give it away right now, but we're going to talk about that framework. So, referrals will always happen on purpose. Here's the last thing I want you to write me on. My last quote for the day. You don't need more leads. You need more people thinking of you at the right moment. You don't need more leads. You need more people thinking of you at the right moment. Thank you guys. We'll see you next Wednesday. All right. Bye bye.